what is personal hygiene. Personal hygiene may be described as the principle of maintaining cleanliness and grooming of the external body. Thus, we can call personal hygiene as maintaining ourselves to look presentable to others and as well to maintain our cleanliness for ourselves. So, as you see in the depicted pictures, what is personal hygiene? Cleaning of teeth, taking bath, cleaning of hair, washing hands properly, shaving, and also removing the odors, the third-party odors that are there in our body, like your sweat smell and others. Why is personal hygiene important? This is one very important point where we falter. The first point why personal hygiene is important is to kill bad bacteria. Now, bad bacteria, that is the germs that are there, that are created or that are accumulated on our body while we work in different places or while we maybe travel to different places. There, the atmosphere and the environment contains different bacteria, and that gets accumulated in our body. So to clean that off and to wash that off and to maintain ourselves and maintain our health, that personal hygiene point is important. That is to kill the bacteria, the bad bacteria that is there. Then avoid bad breath and body odor. Now, most of the time, people complain to us that you have a bad breath, or that person has a bad breath, or has a bad odor. Now, if you don't remove these two things from your body, you will not be presentable to any person as such. Okay. Now, bad breath is basically coming from your mouth. Now, what happens in this position of bad breath? When you're speaking, because of the enzymes and the bacteria within your mouth, when you're speaking, when you blow out air, there is a bad odor that comes out. And now this can be removed only by washing continuously or gargling or using maybe mouthwashes to remove the smell. Now, removal of body odor. Body odor just cannot be removed by just spraying any perfumes and all. Yes, that can be controlled by using these perfumes. But to remove this body odor, you need to take bath regularly and also make sure that all the areas, the hidden parts of the body are clean, especially armpits, the ankles, the thighs, all the joints that are there. These points accumulate a lot of sweat, and this can cause a lot of body odor. Then, last and the most important point why we should maintain personal hygiene is to maintain good health and prevent sickness. Now, if you need to have a healthy body, okay, to have a healthy body, obviously you need to make sure that all the bad bacteria is washed off. Now, if we need to remove all the bad bacteria, we need to maintain ourselves, clean ourselves, and maintain the personal hygiene standards. Now, very important point in personal hygiene we come is, when should you wash hands? This is as a hotelier, these 3 points are the most important points when we need to wash our hands. First one is while using non-vegetarian products, because they are what you can tell as having meat content in them. Non-vegetarian products contain meat content in them, and obviously when meat is involved, it contains a lot of bad bacteria or bacteria that can cause illnesses. We call them as foodborne illnesses. So we should wash our hands. Let's discuss, when should you wash your hands? As a hotelier, we are accustomed before touching food, after touching food, and after using your washroom areas. These are the 3 important times where you should at any cost wash your hands. Now, why do we tell this? After touching food, before touching food, and after washing using the washroom areas, because yes, this is the places where there are chances the food can get infected. Now, let's say before touching food, before we touch food, why do we wash hands? Because yes, whatever dirt is there in your hand or whatever dirt is there in your fingertips, it can get transmitted to the food, and thus this food can carry the same bacteria to another person and make that person sick. Now, after we touched food, yes, again we need to clean our hands from the food that we have touched. It can be raw material, raw food. If you don't wash your hands, that raw food can contain bacteria which is harmful for your body and thus cause illnesses. And last but not the least is after using the washroom areas. Obviously, this all of us know, whenever you go to washroom areas, we need to use and the proper hand wash equipments and proper hand washing chemicals so that we clean our hands properly, so that we can use to touch the food again or get back to our work, so that it does not cross contaminate anything else. Okay, now there are some points on the slide here where we can see, very importantly, before washing our hands, that flow when it goes, no? It goes. आज टेक जाता था अगर मुझे. Washing hands is very effective. Why? We can see here in the slide. Now, when we are using non-vegetarian products, like especially like meat products, okay, as we said, they contain a lot of bacteria in them, and if you don't wash it properly, okay, wash your hands properly, that bacteria can seep into your skin and it can be in your skin whenever you touch any other foods. Now, while washing the hands, how can we prevent the bacteria that can seep into your hand? Is by wearing proper protective gear, that is your gloves, where you can see here synthetic gloves, food grade synthetic gloves which do not contain nitrile powder, okay, which is a chemical which does helps the medical side firms. But here, while we are using in the culinary industry, nitrile free food grade gloves should be used in the kitchen. Next, when should you wash your hands? As you can see, different pictures are depicted. I didn't want to put in more of theoretical data here in the pictures. First, as we told you, after using the bathrooms or washroom areas. Second, touching your own parts, maybe head, hair, nose, mouth, other parts of the body. Touching your pets, animals, because they too contain a lot of bacteria in them. Next one, while coughing, sneezing, we need to wash our hands. And again, as we spoke from the first slide, while we touch food products like meats, non-vegetarian products, then after disposing garbage. Now, smoking has become a regular regime in many of people. So also after smoking, you need to wash your hands, because the tobacco can contaminate the food that you're going to prepare. And last one is handling money, monetary transactions, because money can go to many different people. While it goes to different people, when it comes back to you, it is touched by hundreds of people. So obviously there'll be a lot of bacteria in it. Next one is, how do we wash hands? People think, what is there in washing hands? You just put water, put soap, rinse it off, go, done. No. Washing hands, there is a method that is to be followed. First, rinse your hands properly. In this process, while rinsing hands, you should make sure all the parts of the hand are rinsed, wherein all the skin part comes in contact with the water. Okay, then use a soap, preferably a liquid soap, because soap cakes can collect the bacteria from your skin to the soap and again transmit it to someone else. So always hand wash liquids are always preferred. Then scrub your hands properly. For at least 30 seconds, your hand should be scrubbed, including your fingernails, your back, your hind part of your hand, and your palm should be scrubbed properly. And then the hand should be rinsed so that the soap goes off, the soap wears off, and all the chemical, the detergent that is there on your hand is gone. Then use a towel, a paper towel, so that you can wipe out all the liquid that is remaining. And using the paper towel, you switch off the water faucet and then throw the towel. That's very important, that how you should follow. Next one is grooming. What is grooming? The act of grooming is to make yourself look nice, neat and clean. Now, grooming is not just looking smart, is dressing smart. Okay, you dress smart. That is what grooming is. Now, as a hotelier, what needs to be taken care of when we talk in the terms of grooming? That's our uniform. First, clean, neat uniform. Then iron, that is pressed uniform, wherein all the wrinkles from the clothes is gone. Then hairnet in cap. Now, your whatever hairnet is there or whatever hair is there should be put inside your hair nets, and then a cap should be worn so that your hairs don't be loose. Then another one is apron, so that your dress can be kept clean and neat. Okay, now hairstyles. Let's go to ladies. Now, how the hairstyles of ladies should be. Okay, should be well groomed with neat appearance at all times. Okay, natural looking, no bright colors. Remember, nowadays people like to trend themselves by changing the hair colors into different styles, maybe green, red, or different colors. So while to look professional or to maintain the grooming standards, you should have your natural hair color and not any other color. Now, if it is long hair, it should be tied neatly back, preferably in a bun or a what you can tell as a ponytail. Then hair should never fall on your face, hair away from your face. Remember, hair should not never fall on your face or cover any part of your face, so that this will not look professional enough. Hair accessories should be of plain and neutral colors, not flashy, not shiny colors, so that it look formal enough. Men, yes, girls can have a little long hair, but men, always the hair should be neat and clean trimmed, not fall over the ears, eyebrows, or even touch the back of the collar. When we say the back hair should be cleanly cut so that they don't touch the collar. Natural looking, no bright colors, obviously that's equal for everyone, will always present in a neat appearance. Face should always be neat and clean. As you can see, the person over there is neat and clean appearance. Face to be clean shaved. Okay, preferably to be professional, your face should be clean shaved. And if you're having any mustaches or any beards, they should be neatly trimmed so that they look in a systematic or symmetric way. Next, your nails. Nails to be kept short, trimmed, clean, and no nail polishes to be used, because this can cross-contaminate food, fall into food and cross-contaminate it. Next, jewelry. Preferably minimalistic jewelry, that is a wedding ring if a person is married. Then earrings, only for ladies. Okay. Then no watch and no visible neck wear, that is no necklaces, no watches, and even hand equipments. Preferably there is nothing to be kept on your hand other than the wedding band. Okay. Next, shoes. Preferably in a hotel, safety shoes are used in the kitchen, and for the front of the house, Oxford shoes are used with black socks, which should be neat, clean, polished, and they should shine on the first appearance. Now, be a professional at work. What should not be done in the industry while you work? First, chewing gums. Next, use of mobile phones. Hands in the pockets. Lean on the wall or any other appliances, maybe tables or ovens, should not lean. Then, point at people, being rude and running in the kitchen, because this can cause harm. And be a professional at work. What you should do: be polite, be friendly, be helpful, give eyes contact, listen to people, stand straight, and always have a smile on your face. Thank you, one and all.